Hello, welcome to RC's English Grammar Lessons. This is Lesson 1, and it's about its versus their. Basically, it's about showing possession. In the singular form, you have issues where gender is known, such as the girl has her brush or the boy has his shoe. But you also have some words where there is no inherent gender, like the dog. The dog has its toy. However, there are some people that would use his or her for dog if the gender is known. This is not necessarily incorrect in a grammatical sense, and it does show instances where people are interested in non-human animal rights. They would thus consider this as a viable grammatical option. However, in the strictest grammatical sense, because dog has no gender, its would be the most precise answer. In the plural, you use their to show possession. The girls have their brushes. The boys have their shoes. The dogs have their toys. So the basic rules follow. If the noun that the verb reflects and that possesses the object is singular, you will use its, his, or her. If the noun that the verb reflects and that possesses the object is plural, you will use their. Where it gets tricky is with collective nouns. Collective nouns are words that refer to more than one person or entity, but are grammatically singular. These nouns include words such as the government, the company, the group, and the herd. These words refer to a group of people or beings, but the word itself is actually singular. It is natural to want to say they and their for situations comprising many people or beings, but grammar depends on the grammatical number of the word itself. Since these collective nouns are singular, there would not be grammatical for showing possession. So an incorrect answer would be, the government thinks about their answer. Government is singular, even though it is comprised of multiple people. So you would want to use its answer and not their. However, if the noun changed, you could use their. For example, the government workers think about their answer. Because government becomes an adjective to workers, workers therefore is plural, and you can use their. So some examples of collective nouns that use possession include the government passes its laws. Even if you have objects of a preposition, you still go by the noun that the verb reflects. So in the second case, the government of the people passes its laws. Adding of the people does not change the fact that government is singular and still requires its. The company makes its profits quickly. The same thing happens if you add an object of the preposition. The company of men makes its profits quickly. The of men does not change the its because the verb and it still refers to the company itself, and company is singular. The same thing with group. The group takes its trip every year. A group has multiple people in it, but the word itself is singular, so it requires its. Now you can practice on your own. Should you use its or their? Take a few moments to study these and work on them, and then I will show you the answer. Here are the answers to the questions. The companies have their rules. Because companies is plural, you can use their in this case, even though it is a collective noun. The government depicted in the story never passes its laws quickly. Government is singular, therefore it requires its. The herd always roams away from its home. Even though a herd has multiple beings in it, the word herd is singular. Therefore, you would use its. The groups of playwrights love taking students to their plays. Here, groups is plural. Therefore, you can use their to show possession.